getting results. This is News 6 at 6:30.
Now at 6:30, 5 boat rescues on the coast today. Crews running into the water to save passengers from rough surf and dangerous boating conditions. First, though, the radar is lighting up. Thanks for joining us. I'm Erik Sandoval in for Eric Von Anken tonight. Strong storms moving through parts of central Florida tonight. Let's take a live look outside from our city cam facing west of downtown Orlando. You can see the rain there off in the distance. Danny Trainer pinpointing where those storms are now and how long they're going to stick around. Danny?
For a lot of us, we were under a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 o'clock this evening. They have canceled that. But don't be surprised if it gets reissued later on this evening, because we've got a lot of action still going on out there. The big news today has been not only the downpours, but the gusty winds that push through the area, some of them 40 and 50 miles an hour. At the same time, we were setting almost record new high temperatures. So all that heat and all that humidity and all that instability has ended up giving us a very large swath of bad weather moving through this area. Here's I-95 you see over around the Melbourne area. Got a big area of rain trying to make its way toward the east, toward Palm Bay in about 33 minutes, and in Grant and Valkyria in about 46 minutes. Off to the west, here comes another round of rain pushing through Kissimmee and Hunters Creek with a lot of lightning associated with it. In the Claremont area, look at this big swath of bad weather making its way in toward the Orlando area, and the villages getting hit right now, Ocala, and more is on the way. I'm very concerned with some of this stuff off of the west coast. We'll probe that a little bit more for you when we come back.
All right, Danny, thank you. Remember, you can pinpoint these storms and the rain as they head to your neighborhood by downloading our News 6 Pinpoint Weather app. It's always free. Search WKMG in your app store. That rough weather Danny told us about was causing some damage and some frightening moments this afternoon. This is video from Ormond Beach today. These winds caused a tree to fall on 2 people who were moving nearby. 56-year-old James Allen was taken to Halifax Hospital. We're working to get his condition right now. Meantime, some boaters narrowly escaped getting hurt too.
Oh my gosh, they need help.
Cell phone video captured this rescue off the coast of New Smyrna Beach. You can see the storm kicked up rough waves, making a day of boating dangerous.
Oh my gosh.
Volusia County Beach Rescue ran into the ocean carrying what appears to be a small child out of the boat while everyone else runs to safety. Lifeguards say this was one of 4 boats that had to hit the beach to escape the storm this afternoon. Nobody was injured.
Both Marine units were en route back to...
South of there, a boat with 11 people on board capsized in the high winds and rough surf. This is video from Titusville Fire Rescue. Florida Fish and Wildlife helped them rescue 9 adults and 2 children that were on board the boat. They were near this island, which is just south of the Max Brewer Bridge when it happened. Some of the people swam to the island, while some had to be rescued. Now, one person on board that boat was evaluated by medical crews, but they did not want to be taken to the hospital. Tonight, the community remembers a transgender woman who was killed this week. Sasha Garden was found dead in the back parking lot of an apartment complex on Holden Avenue on Thursday. A vigil was held for Garden earlier this evening. News 6's Jerry Askin is there right now. And Jerry, you learned more about Sasha through her friends tonight.
Eric, yes, and again, a very sad story. We're finding out she's from Wisconsin and she loved doing hair. That vigil wrapped up here a short time ago, but again, the family and friends, they are here right now passing out flyers, hoping someone knows something, and they're also praying for justice in this case. Today's rain didn't stop Sasha Garden's close friends from honoring her life in a special way.
She was a very nice person. She was very wonderful, a good spirit.
They say her smile and personality meant so much.
Sasha did have a family, and she had people who loved her and who cared about her.
Her life was snatched away Thursday morning when deputies found her body here in the parking lot at the Reserve at Lake Buchanan Apartments. Today, her friends held signs, candles, prayed, and grieved. They also came together hoping someone knows something. Crime Line is now offering a cash reward for anyone who can help make an arrest.
We do want justice for this crime, and so many different times that trans violence happens and we don't get justice, you know, and we're just coming to come together to let the community know that we want justice for this case.
Her death also causing controversy when Orange County Sheriff's deputies were criticized for initially calling her a man wearing a wig. Her friends said she was a transgendered woman. Yesterday, Yesterday, Sheriff Jerry Demings apologized in a statement for the initial victim description from his department.
I appreciate Sheriff Demings, rectifying and extending an apology.
And many of her friends are now saying they're hoping this mix-up can be a conversation starter in our community. If you can help make an arrest, you're asked to call Crime Line 1-800-423-TIPS. And to read Sheriff Jerry Demings' full apology, click Orlando.com and click on this link. We're live in Orange County. Jerry Askin, News 6.
All right, Jerry, thank you so much. New at 6:30 tonight, a man arrested accused of shooting and killing his father-in-law. Marion County deputies say 29-year-old Benjamin Martin showed up at his soon-to-be ex-wife's house, got into a fight with her boyfriend over a car. Now, we're told Martin grabbed an AR-15 from his car and shot the man. But his wife's father, 51-year-old Martin Hall, was hit and killed by a bullet. Martin is charged with manslaughter tonight. We just got an update on the nearly 2-year-old boy who was hurt during a drive-by shooting last week. You may remember his pregnant mother was killed. The family tells us this young boy will soon have surgery to remove a bullet fragment from his shoulder. That shooting happened last Monday in Pine Hills. 21-year-old Imelda Tia Francois was killed while riding in a car with her boyfriend. 4 kids were in the back seat. We're told another car with 2 men inside fired shots at them. Francois was 6 months pregnant. Investigators are still looking for the men who were in that car. If you would like to help the family, there is now a GoFundMe page to help raise money for the toddler's care and medical expenses. We've posted a link to that on our website. Click Orlando.com. Developing tonight, the search for a driver after a deadly crash that may have been caused by road rage. We first broke this story last night at 11 o'clock here on News 6. The crash happened on the beach line. News 6's Sachelle Saunders reports tonight the crash caused a lot of damage, but she says it could have been a lot worse.
It's not worth it.
A blue Mustang, crushed, barely recognizable. The driver is dead. His passenger last known in critical condition. The duo flown to the hospital for what witnesses say was road rage.
It looked like the blue Mustang got in front of him and put on his brakes or something, and then it looked like the red car was slamming on his brakes too. They've been doing that all the way.
A dangerous back and forth with a red car. At the time, witnesses didn't know for sure what kind of car, but say it had plates like this with Endless Summer written on it and a sticker that said Hammock Hippie. That red car, witnesses say, bumped the Mustang, sending it spinning into oncoming traffic and that maroon SUV.
He hit the Mustang in the back end and swung him around, and he went flipping and threw that girl out and hit that Mustang roll, hit that Chevrolet in there and threw those 3 people off the hill.
The driver of the red car never stopped, and deputies want to find him. People still shocked at the outcome of something they feel is so senseless.
There is no reason to get in an argument with somebody on the road when you're going 70 miles an hour in something that could kill you. There is nothing that important.
Sachelle Saunders, News 6.
A motorcycle driver hit by a car and left in the middle of the road. Tonight, Ocoee police are looking for the person behind the wheel in this case. The hit and run happening early this morning at the intersection of Ocoee, Apopka Road and West Road. Ocoee police say the driver stopped for a few seconds, but then took off without calling 911 or rendering any kind of help. We're told the suspect's car is a Jeep Wrangler with a blue stripe or some kind of blue marking on it, and it may have damage to the passenger side and a shattered window. The motorcycle driver is expected to be okay. If you have any information, call the crime line. Well, upgrades could be in the works for a local theater. Next at 6:30, the plans to expand. Also, a rocket lighting up the Central Florida skyline overnight. We have a look at this morning's SpaceX launch and the mission underway. First, though, a man charged after police say he held dozens of people hostage at a grocery store. What we're learning tonight about the suspect.